What the fuck have you done? Well, boys and girls, it's first episode of Phranchize Phriends, the podcast that has been described as the Chinese democracy, as the detox album of the podcast world.
The last guardian.
The last guardian of the podcast world. I've been threatening it for a number of months, if not years now. Interesting little fact. The same person who said it was the detox album was the person who said it was the Chinese democracy and also the last guardian, and that just happens to be me. So that's how we deal with that. But, I think it would be remiss of the pair of us not to offer at least a brief fucking acknowledgement of the potential mess that we as a nation have just made of the country. It's a democratic nation. I'm all for voting.
The public has spoken.
The public did speak. Whether or not the public have spoken out of turn remains to be seen. Personally, I think it's a fucking horrible idea.
I can't believe we have been given this decision to make. Because, you know, just
how much do we pay people to make these decisions for us? Fucking hell, man.
They're supposed to be experts, you know. But, like I said, it's done.
What's done is done.
We have to make the best of it. We don't have to like it.
No, I don't like it at all. And I'm probably going to like it less in about 3 years' time when I'm unemployed. What's happened here is a nation's been divided when the powers that be should have been focusing on uniting the nation, or we as a people should have united, because the problem in my eyes was always with the government. You sort your own house out, get your own fucking house in order before you go stomping off to the EU. Just like, actually, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm being fucked here. I'm not sure who by, but I'm blaming you.
And I know if I tried it, I would like it even less.
That was the idea, and it just so happens to be serendipitous that the first episode of the Phranchize Phriends podcast, which I predict... I thought that was thunder again, but it was definitely somebody with a wheelie bin. 100% wheelie bin. I predict, if I can keep this up, I'll have at least 10 subscribers by 2017.
That's the target, eh?
That's the target. I don't dream big. I don't dream big. If I'm having fun, you know what I mean? Have fun. That's the important thing. And now that's what we need, I think. I think we need lightheartedness. I think we need to acknowledge that we're in a bad position as a nation. Because obviously all the Leave campaigners have got brilliant ideas of how we're going to become great again.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I didn't say the memo about like the diamond mines underneath Whitley Bay that we just haven't fucking dug into yet. Or all the oil we've got. Or all the rare minerals.
I mean, just the grass is supposed to be green on the other side. The light tell us where the grass is.
That would be an idea. Bring back hanging?
Wow.
I don't know.
We've left Europe and we're already bringing back capital punishment.
Well, we make the rules now. We make the rules now. Naked Fridays, people. Naked Fridays. I'm aware that the noise of that chair is going to be horrific. The whole time. The whole
Don't
recording.
move.
Don't you move. Nobody breathe. Johnny, to the first episode of Phranchize.
Thank you very much for having me. It's an honour and a privilege.
It's nice to see you. It is nice to see you. I would often mourn that you don't live in Sunderland anymore and try and drag you back here. And more because it's selfish reasons. Because every time I want to record one of these podcasts, I mean, I've only really got 3 friends who would be willing to do this. All the rest of them are just like, I don't even know you, man. Why do you keep talking to me?
I'm going to sit down on camera with you.
Hi. That'll be 99 pence, and no, I don't know you and I won't be on your podcast. Your card's being declined. Again, sir. This isn't a real card. You've made this yourself.
This Justice League of America card.
Power Rangers fan club holds no monetary value here, sir. Last week was supposed to be the first episode of Phranchize Phriends.
It was.
and it was supposed to be hot topic E3 2016. Right on the end of E3, everybody on the internet was talking about it. I thought it would be the perfect time to chip in. I did, by myself. Did you watch it?
I did.
Did you watch it?
I did.
Did you watch it?
I did.
Lie to me one more time, motherfucker.
I
Did you
did.
watch it? Alright, for the sake of this episode, you will say you watched it. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? I did a top 5, and I'd be interested to hear your top 5. Knowing what I know,
No.
that you are a shell of your former self. We used to have E3 parties, Johnny.
No.
We used to watch them fucking conferences and eat pizza and be happy and look out to a brighter future of games.
I know, and I'm going to use one of your own excuses here, but life got in the way.
That's trademarked. Can't have that one. That's all me. That's all me.
So I know what I know.
Right.
I don't want to suck. I don't want to suck.
I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing.
So
Johnny Tight Lips. Oh, this is the kind of podcast it's going to be, I see.
Titanfall on PS4, being a PS4 exclusive boy myself.
Ah, you don't have the Xbox One.
I do not.
You ditched Xbox. You ditched it. So Titanfall goes to PS4. Titanfall 2, by the way, somebody doesn't want that game to succeed. Why in the fuck do you drop Titanfall 2 within a month of Battlefield 1? Why do you do that? I get the
Especially
move to
on Battlefield
PS4. PS4 outperforms Xbox One on the sales by a long shot. So you want to broaden your market, you want to get the money, and that money is on PS4. That's where the money is. Xbox still sells well. Let's not take anything away from Xbox. It's still selling well, just not as well as the PS4. So I get the thought behind it of fucking let's put it out to pasture. Let's not sort of restrict the potential earnings on Xbox One. So now you're going on 2 platforms and PC. When Norfolk was going to buy it?
No, I would buy it.
Are you going to buy Battlefield 1?
You know what'll happen. I'll buy neither of them and disappear for another 6 months.
Am I going to bully you into buying Battlefield 1? That's the question here. So, Titanfall 2 PS4. What's your next one? What's your next one in your top 5?
Last Guardian.
What? The Phranchize Phriends of the gaming world? The Last Guardian? I don't know if anybody's tipped off the fucking game designers that they may have upscaled the full game to look good on a PS4. They kind of forgot to do the protagonist. That little kid is straight up fucking PS2 graphics.
Just go down and bounce on sticks.
Hi. It looks terrible. It does not fit with the rest of the game. I don't know if that's supposed to be part of the charm of the game. I can say it's selling on morbid curiosity.
And that's why I'm interested.
For me, Shadow of the Colossus was the pinnacle.
It's a phenomenal game, and I'm interested to see where they go afterwards.
I'm going to go against popular opinion here. I did not get into Ico at all. And I did retry to get into Ico when the HD collection dropped of Ico and Shadow of the Colossus, but again, couldn't get into it. Shadow of the Colossus I played the shit out of on PS2 and again when they dropped the HD remaster, but I'm going to go on a limb. This is me, who buys every game ever.
Twice.
Possibly twice, plays them for an hour, puts them on the shelf. It's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I am not buying that game. What's number 3?
Final Fantasy 15?
Really?
Again?
Really?
Curiosity?
Final Fantasy 7. That's where my curiosity starts and ends in the Final Fantasy universe now. And I used to be a massive Final Fantasy fanboy. Massive. But literally my love with Final Fantasy stops at a Final Fantasy 7 remake. 15 looked... One, I'm happy they've redone the combat system, and it's more in the Crisis Core vein of things. The sort of free flow moving combat as opposed to the turn based. It's still sort of turn based, I suppose. I played the demo, they did like the dream sequence demo.
Yeah.
Played that. I didn't get it. I just didn't get it.
It's Kingdom Heartsy though. That's the thing.
Very Kingdom Heartsy.
But I like Kingdom Hearts so much.
Aye. Demo from E3 where they fought that Titan thing. What a terrible demo. What a terrible demo. If you wanted to show me Final Fantasy 15, show me anything other than just a man rolling under a giant arm for 10 minutes. What's number 2?
What's your number 2?
No. We've done mine. You watched the video. What's your number 2? Because let's face it, Johnny. You didn't fucking watch E3, did you?
No.
You sit here lying in my face. Well, you didn't lie in my face, you told us downstairs you didn't watch E3. What other news snippets have you picked up from E3? How about that Kojima though?
Oh,
Death
Death Stranding. I've got no fucking clue.
Nobody's got any clue. They built a trailer out of one of 2 possible engines.
And for MGS5, he made his own engine.
Aye.
So,
like, unreal. But I would be surprised if that game comes out before 2019, for one, and if it's got fucking anything at all to do with that trailer.
with slime babies and Norman Reedus.
Not one slime baby. I think Norman Reedus will be there. Not one slime baby. Not one Grim Beach. I dare say it's going to be some sort of fucking strategy card game. Just because they're popping up everywhere now. Hearthstone, Gwent. Fucking Gwent.
I've never managed to get my head around Gwent.
No, I haven't. It didn't stop us buying the 2 Witcher expansions.
Of course it didn't.
The 2 Witcher expansions, both of which had actual real life Gwent decks in them. So I've got 2 real Gwent decks.
So we could actually sit and play Gwent now.
We could play Gwent.
Do you know how to play Gwent?
I don't know how to play
No.
Gwent. Who
We
knows
really-
how to play Gwent?
Quite a few people know that. How to play Gwent.
Nah. Don't buy it. Don't buy it, sir.
You buy everything.
Okay. Number 1, Johnny Sinzo, I'll give you number 2 as Death Stranding. Number 1. Number 1, I'm not giving you any help. Silence makes for a really good podcast.
Got nothing.
You've got nothing. What about Project Scorpio? What do you think about that?
What, the next gen VR experience from Xbox and Microsoft?
Not even VR. Not even
But
VR.
no, they're saying what did they say? They said they wouldn't be focusing on VR until because they don't believe the hardware at the moment, the Xbox One hardware, can give a good enough gaming experience
With VR.
with VR. So they say they need a more powerful console to come out and do this.
Yeah.
So fair enough, they're going to say, so please wait a few more years until the most powerful, more powerful console comes out.
The most powerful console ever.
Yeah, okay. That can use a VR headset. Are they designing their own VR headset?
Oculus Rift.
Exactly. So they're going to use
100%.
Oculus Rift, right? So here's my question: if you want to play high definition VR games with Oculus Rift, why are you waiting for the Xbox to come out, the Scorpio project, when you can just buy a high-end gaming PC and play it now?
I think it's got something to do with the teraflops. Now, I don't rightly know what a teraflop is, but I do know that I want 6 of them. I mean, you're a scientist, I'll give you that.
And I still don't know what a teraflop is.
No, I wouldn't imagine a scientist would have a great knowledge of a teraflop. A chemical compound.
Shh, not even that.
A molecule. A chemical compound.
VR for, let's say, a mere fraction of the price.
Well, it's 350 quid.
Okay, so it's...
And I know this because I've pre-ordered one. And I don't have the money to pay for that. But I didn't start as pre-ordering it.
So what, so 400 quid? 350 quid, 400 quid?
350 for the set. And
how
then
much-
who's buying the set without buying at least 2 games?
I know, but how much is Oculus Rift?
I don't know actually. Somewhere in the region of 250 to 300, I'd imagine.
But you're talking about a grand's worth of hardware
Yeah.
to play Oculus Rift.
On a high-end PC.
Yeah.
Easily a grand's worth.
Yeah. So then you've got the PlayStation VR coming out. Now,
Yeah.
granted, it might not be anywhere near what it's supposed to be, but if they wanted to get in the VR market early,
Yeah.
and this is why I think Microsoft might have be treading on
some tours.
icy ground at the moment. If they're going to wait when people can just go and buy a PC and do it now.
But Scorpio cannot cost more than 500 quid in my eyes. They cannot sell that shit for more than 500 quid. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. For me, VR, 100% pre-ordered that VR, PlayStation VR, based on one bit of feedback I heard, and it was about Batman Arkham VR. I've essentially fucking committed to £350 for an hour experience in VR.
Not even Resident Evil 7?
We will get on to Resident Evil 7, by the way. We'll come back to that. But up to now, 350 quid for one VR experience, which is Batman. Good, right? PlayStation VR. Now this is going to sound perverse, and I assure you it's coming from a fully perverted place. Virtual reality porn. Now that's on my radar. That is on my radar. As an experience, 50% of us in this room are adults. That's all I'm saying.
Adolescents, more like it.
But again, it's morbid curiosity. Morbid curiosity has got me thinking, fucking hell, virtual reality porn. And it's not for a perverted reason, right? Not for a perverted reason. The reasons I'm saying here are, put yourself in this position, right?
Don't say that when you're talking about virtual reality porn, please.
Put yourself in this position, bend over, put this mask on.
The safety word is banana.
No, right? Put yourself in this predicament, right, if you will. So, you are a 45-year-old man, okay?
Okay.
You work what could be described as a dead-end job.
Okay.
You earn enough money to pay the bills and a little bit to get by.
Right.
Right? UK left the EU and it went to shit. Right? Total shit.
Okay.
So, it's a grim place to live. The UK is a grim place to live. You have no opportunities to get out. Right? You've married out of convenience. Okay? You come home. You might not be the best looking guy. Okay? I think you, by the way, are a handsome devil. But
for the purpose of
guy,
this scenario,
this guy is not the best looking guy. Male pattern balding. Overweight. His knees blow out, so he can't go to the gym and lose weight. He's destined to be unattractive. He's depressed.
Really?
Straight up
Really?
depressed. He goes home, and it's a wet, windy, stormy night, and he hasn't got a car. So he's walked home with this wind and rain just blowing in his face. Right? He's at the bottom of the barrel, Johnny. There's nowhere for this guy to go. This is it. This is it for him. He goes home, he opens the door, and his fucking wife is sitting there, smoking in the living room. The house stinks. It's a mess. She doesn't work. Right? House is a mess. And he looks at her and he's like, what's for tea? And she's like, pecking chips. Fucking EastEnders, for some reason, is still on. It's still running. And it's on the telly. It's gone to 2 episodes a night. That's the sort of situation we're in here. EastEnders is on twice a night. This guy goes home from a dead-end job, wind blowing in his face. His fucking convenience wife, who hates him, by the way, hates him. They don't sleep in the same bed, right? They've got separate rooms. Sometimes he sleeps on the couch because it's actually more comfortable than the spare room. So this guy, sitting there, he's watching the second episode of EastEnders. She's fell asleep on the couch, snoring. Greasy hair, a mess. Looks over at her, looks back at EastEnders, look at what his life is, look at what life's become. But, this guy has put some money away, squirreled some money away, he's managed to buy a PlayStation VR headset. Or another headset. At that time I'd imagine it'd be a lot cheaper. So she's fell asleep, so he's like, what if I just pop this little headset on here and let's put some of this virtual reality porn in, and then all of a sudden he is in another world. He is in Beverly Hills, if that's still a cool place, I don't rightly know. But for the sake of this argument again, Beverly Hills is the shit. Right. So he's in Beverly Hills. He's on a deck chair at his pool. Right. Sun's cracking the pavements. There's music playing in the background. Nice music. Music that he used to like. Right, back in the day. Before his wife stopped him listening to music. Because it was racket. So he's sitting there. He's on his deck chair. He's looking at the pool. The pool's beautiful. And then this banging chick walks in. Absolute fucking world beater of a woman walks in. Just beautiful. Top to toe. I don't know what she's there. She might be beautiful inside. Probably not. Beautiful people. There tends to be one or the other. Okay. So she walks in slow motion, in a bikini, drops her sarong, climbs on. Oh, hello. Hello. He's looking down. He looks down, by the way, and this fat body with the blow out knees, gone. He has got abs for days. He's got muscles. He's got the body. He knows. He means something. He's looking about. He's in his house. He's got money. He's got that disposable cash. He's got the trophy wife. And then she's whispering sweet nothings in your ear, telling you how amazing you are, and telling you how much she loves you, and then telling you she wants you. And then you are in virtual reality porn, and this woman rides the shit out of you right there on that deck chair by the pool. What an escape. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember the start of this conversation. I remember getting so deep in this fucking scenario, I don't even know what the fucking point of it was anymore.